Danny, how do you sum that one up?
Pluses and negatives, like all friendlies. You don't get too carried away when you win 9-0 at Matlock, and you don't get too carried away when you lose in the last minute at home to Sheffield Wednesday. So I think one of the biggest disappointments from the gaffer's point of view in there was the timing of the goals, whether it be Sheffield Wednesday or someone in our league. 2 minutes after half time and then the last kick of the game. And you're lucky in a friendly, that it's not that sickening feeling in your tummy that you get if it was a league game. So that's the positives. It's better to make the mistakes than iron them out now. I thought that the crowd were fantastic, both sets of supporters. It sort of almost took the word friendly away from the game, didn't it? You know, a real good atmosphere from the start. And like I said to you on Saturday, Liam, there was pluses and negatives. Like I said at the start of the interview, that we certainly don't just come away and go to Sheffield Wednesday. So we had a go. There's lots of things we can take out to do better, but also lots of things that went really well. Still technically early days, but before you know it, we're at Dorking at home. So we're ticking the games off and get a lot of minutes in the bank for the players. I think we've conceded three goals in 3 games. Not too bad if you look at it that way. We're scoring a load of goals, but I still think there's a lot more to come.
What were the main positives for you then?
I think, listen, it's a boring answer, but you come out, touch wood, we got a quick glance around the dressing room with no injuries, more fitness in the lads' legs, like I said. Whether we flip it Saturday and have the 60-30 the other way around or 70-20 the other way around, that's up to the manager. We'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, everyone came off unscathed. I think it was a great test for lads to play against championship opposition and test themselves, because you're playing against Matlock. With all due respect, lads have been probably at work all day. And now you're going against lads who are playing for a massive football club, and they'll be playing their trade in the championship next season, rightly so. So that was good for those individual players to get in their cars and go home now and think, how did I do against Winders, for example, or Patterson? And I thought for large periods we've done okay. So yeah, back to your original question, no injuries, more fitness. A very close game against a champion team. Could be worse.
Is that the aim now, sort of building up the fitness, sort of close to 70 minutes for the starting lineup tonight?
I think so, and I think it's for the manager mainly and us as staff to support them. It's to gradually sort of hone in on what you think the starting team will be. I'm sure people like everyone will look at that today and go, that must be what they're thinking is starting 11. Not at all. It's just for the game today. We thought, okay, give this certain 11 a go and give them the tactical information, and that could change. So the manager's very, very keen on competition for places. We've got nigh on 2 per position, and even in pre-season you have a bad game and the other lad in your position does well, then you suddenly go above in the pecking order, and that's what competition's all about, and hopefully that'll continue to breed a winning mentality.
We've got another look at Harley Curtis in the second half. What's going to be happening with him now?
I think it's just a continuation of training. I think when he came in, he'd done no training with a team, so even you saw tonight, he's just getting 15-20 minutes and finding his feet. He's doing some extra work with the fitness team every day in training, and as I say, that'll be the manager's decision what happens with that. But from my point of view and us as staff, he's a great kid. He's doing some really good things in games and in training, and hopefully get to see a bit more of him as the weeks go on.
Is the goalkeeper still here, or is he left now?
No, Kai's left. I think it's one of them. It's horrible with trialists, isn't it? Because you come in and sometimes it's a flick of a coin, and with a goalie, like I said to you the other day, it's enough hard to impress when you're playing against the teams you're beating 9 and 5s to really show what you can do. But I suppose if you're being brutal, you look for someone to come in and really challenge Harry. We probably felt that Kai on the brief time wasn't going to do that, but we maybe proved wrong, and I hope the kid does do that, because he's a lovely boy.
So you still want to bring in a...
I think so, yeah. I think it's a bit too soon for young Luke Chadwick to be an official number 2. He's a great lad, got great potential, but I think maybe at some point we'll be looking to bring in another goalie just to have a look and push Harry. Last season we didn't have a goalie on the bench, so people might say what's the rush, but I think it's always good to have someone breathing down your neck as a number 1, and I think we'll probably look to do that hopefully before the start of the season.